All right, y'all, let's talk about it. Is trucking worth it today? Is it worth it to stay in trucking? Is it worth it to become a truck driver today? Everybody's talking about it. So I'm going to give you a little insight on it, a little my insight. And remember, you got to think, is trucking worth it depends on who you talk to, right? There's a lot of people that's gone out of business. It's a lot of people entering business, right? You got winners and losers all the time, right? You got people that go in and out of business all the time. It's just not trucking. It's any industry, right? People gonna go in and out of business. But there's a lot of talk going on right now. And of course, there's a lot of hate going on right now. So that's why I say it depends on who you talk to, right? And so it's like, should I start trucking, right? Or should I not? And don't get me wrong, this is my opinion, right? When I'm talking to y'all, I'm talking about me, what I'm going through, and how I think about trucking, right? This has nothing to do with anybody else. Somebody's gonna tell you something opposite of what I'm saying, right? That's because they're probably in a different position that I'm in. Some of these people probably had already failed in trucking, right? So yes and no about starting trucking right now. And I would say yes if you're already in here, and if you already got something going on. I got certain things going on. This is the reason why I talk about trucking the way I talk about trucking. I've been up and down in trucking. I've seen the hardships. I've been trucking for quite a while now. Maybe not as long as some people that may jump on here and comment on, right? But I just kind of tell y'all what works for me. I've been on the load boards. I've done contracted work. I've done them both, right? And no one option is the answer, right? When people give you answers to things, they're giving you a answer. They're not giving you the answer, right? And a lot of people, when they respond to things, when they put information out, and a lot of these commenters, right, they'll tell you their experience, but they'll tell you as if it's the Bible, right? It's the way you should go, and that's what's happening, right? What happens to me don't necessarily happen to you, right? So that's something that you have to consider. So right now, I would tell anybody who's new coming in trucking to hold off now at this point. I'm talking about trucking today, right? Trucking today. Everybody know fuel prices are up, right? Everything is up, right? The trucks are up. Anything, the parts are up. Anything you do in this industry is high. And it ain't the only industry that's like that. So if you were a new guy and you didn't have things figured out already coming in, meaning you didn't have someone that you can get in the game with that walk you through it, somebody that might have work that can plug you directly into the work that they already have, it's going to be hard for you starting off right now, right? It's going to be extremely hard because, for one, just purchasing a truck, a lot of people can't purchase the trucks and probably shouldn't, right? I would not purchase a truck today in today's market, right? I made a video, I did a walk around on my truck and told you how much I paid for that truck. This is just in July 2021. This is 22 now, right? May. And I paid $76,000 for this truck. When I looked to add a couple more trucks, maybe 2 or 3 months ago, that same truck I had purchased, a similar truck, same mileage, everything was $176,000. It was $100,000 more that they were charging for these trucks. Maybe some people were paying. I don't know if people were buying them or not, but I'm just telling you what it was when I went to my guy where I bought all my trucks from at the Mac dealership, and the prices that they gave me, right? So I wouldn't buy another truck in today's market. So I definitely wouldn't recommend somebody coming out new to go out and purchase a truck today. So for that aspect, it's no. I would not get into trucking now. But it's still worth it for me though. It's worth it to me. I'm in here. I have relationships. Like I talk about the relationship that you have to deal with some of these brokers and all that, and you get people that jump on your videos, which is fine, and they tell you, "Oh, cut out the middleman, brokers, this and this and this." Just because you may have done that, don't mean everybody else can do that, right? Everybody won't have a contract. Some people are going to be on the spot market. Like I said, I've done both. I still do both today. I have contracted work and I still use lowboard. Everything slows down, right? And right now, everybody's talking about how trucking sucks and all this. This is not the first time that trucking has sucked, right? Not for me anyway. I've been through a lot of ups and downs in this industry over the last 10 years I've been in here. The 5 years dump trucking, and this is my 6th year with tractor trailers, right? I've been through a lot of ups and downs in both, but yet I'm still here. I figured out a way to make it work, and it's working. Trucking right now today is slow for me too. right? Even with the contacts I have, even with this contractor stuff, when people are not producing product, you don't have anything to move, right? And I don't know what the reasons are why all the product dry up, or if they suppressing product. And I'm saying this because you hear people say all kinds of things, right? People have all kinds of opinions about anything, right? Somebody's going to come with an opinion that's going to be different from yours. And just because their opinion is different doesn't mean that what you're doing is not working and what you're doing is not the truth, right? So you have to pretty much gauge what's going on when you're coming out here. Listen to a trusted voice, right? Somebody that you may trust, and just kind of, you have to kind of filter out all the noise, because that's what it is at some point. Some people may see something that what I'm doing out here, and they may not like what I'm saying, and they want to go make a comment against what I'm saying, which I don't care, because when I put this information out, it's not to sway you, right? I'm not trying to tell you this is the way, right? I'm telling you this is a way, so I can care less what people say, because I am successful, right? I make money. I don't have to truck today, right? I'm still trucking because I built a network, and my network I built, right, is really to keep my guys that I have work with me paying bills and do whatever they do, because I have other things outside of trucking, right? Other things outside of trucking. I invested in Bitcoin before it hit $3,000, right? And I used to tell everybody to invest in Bitcoin. You know where it's at today. It fluctuates, but I've been got my money out of Bitcoin. I'm still holding everything I bought, but my initial money, I already pulled out of Bitcoin. I bought a lot of Bitcoin back in the day before it even reached $3,000, right? So that's a retirement thing that's already put up for my wife and I, right? I'm in crypto, all kinds of other altcoins, right? I'm in the stock market. I'm in a couple other things that I won't say right now, but you just have to really think about what's good for you, right? Find a trusted voice, right? Because what works for you may not necessarily work for somebody else. Don't be discouraged about all the hate that's out here, because you're going to get it. That guy that fell off is going to hate everything about trucking, right? So that's what it is right now. Peace.